Greetings, 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 everyone. Dr. Akina Finch is here. So, I was supposed to do a live stream this morning, and I wanted to do a motivational one, but it wasn't quite right. And then I was listening to hello. Yes. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. This is going to be a good one. I promise you it's going to be a good one. Miss Nikki, how are you? It's been a minute, my friend. And so this is going to be Monday Motivation, and it's a tribute to my mentee, Mika Nicole. And at the same time, it's a message that I learned. Well, I know I miss you too. I'll be up there in April. So, a couple of months ago, I say about October or so, Mika was selling her t-shirt and her hat line, right? And she said, and I got to show it to you, right? Because I saw it and I said, this is me already, right? Hashtag, you should be ready by now. Okay? Hashtag, you should be ready by now. Who am I speaking to out there? Who is that speaking to, right? You know, how many times have we done the woulda, coulda, shouldas? I can do it tomorrow. Oh, I can do it next week. Oh, I can do it next month, next year. And what I learned from Mika was she went in for surgery and never came out. She had plans. She had aspirations. Oh, thank you, Matt. I'll check it out later. Thank you so much. She had plans. She had dreams. She had aspirations. She was the plus size queen of media. She was a playwright. She planned on having her play go all over the world. You know, she had plans to get married. She had plans to do all these different things. But she didn't wake up. She closed her eyes and she will never wake up. She will never be able to go and do these things. And her message was, you should be ready by now. She was ready. But were the people ready for her? Was the mission ready for her? She may have just been that person to plant seeds in other people so that they could carry it out. Hello, Uncle. How are you? My uncle is on here, everybody. And she was there to plant seeds, to show, regardless of how you feel, what you up against, how downtrodden or whatever you may be, whatever life has put on you, you still fight, right? You still fight. And so you're sitting up there and you're looking at all your dreams and your aspirations, all the things you wanted to do and still could do. And you're saying tomorrow, okay, the next day, next week, next year, maybe I'll give it to somebody else. When the answer should be, you should be ready by now. And I had to look myself in the mirror when I looked at this shirt, when I found out that my sister had passed, my mentee had passed. And the first thing I saw was hashtag, you should be ready by now. Okay? Hello, Joan. I can't wait to be with you tomorrow. Hi. Everybody go to my page and get on this free webinar tomorrow. It's going to give you life. It's going to give you life. Now, I'm not going to be able to speak like this. She's got somebody else that's speaking on this area. I'll be speaking on social media. But yes, this is going to be hot. So I got to get all this out of me now, so I don't be pouring all of this in my 15 minutes I got there, okay? We got to get it out of here now. And so, right? So now, this is the deal. How many of us are saying, I don't have time for this right now? I don't have the resources for this now. I don't have the bandwidth for this now, right? How many of y'all are saying that? And it keeps popping up every day. You wake up thinking about it and you go to sleep thinking about it, but you keep putting it off. But you keep waking up thinking about it, you keep going to sleep thinking about it, and it still pops up. Somebody sit there and ask you about it. Let's talk about it. Let's use the example of a book. Oh, I'm going to write this book. I'm going to write my memoirs. I'm going to tell the world my story so that I can touch many people's lives, right? And 1 year go by, 2 years go by, 3 years go by, but you still getting ready to write that book and touch somebody's life and change the world with this book. 4 years go by, 5 years go by. People are like, what you doing with the book? I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to support it. Oh, I'm going to do it next week, next month. Oh, it's on the agenda next year. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years go by. Come on now. Y'all understand what I'm saying, right? Y'all understand what I'm saying. When you should have been ready to put this down on paper the moment that it came into your mindset. It's going to be a point. It's going to be a process. But the moment that it came in there, it was for you. Okay? It may have, and if you just write a page a day, imagine what happens when you put those pages together and you end up with this book. Instead of, oh, I don't have a publisher. Oh, I don't have a graphic designer for my cover. Oh, I don't have the names of the chapters. Oh, I don't have an idea. Yes, you do. Because if you didn't have an idea, you wouldn't have came up and said, I want to write a book in the first place. You know what you want to write it about. You know what's supposed to be in those pages. And just because you know what's supposed to be in those pages doesn't mean that it's going to flow in order. You write what's on your heart. You write what you're feeling right then. You write from a place of yes, so that when somebody else reads this book or has this product, they will feel that energy that you had from a place of yes. Do you understand? Okay, stop letting procrastinate dictate your success. Come through. Y'all get what I'm saying. All these woulda, coulda, shouldas. My mentee died with dreams, aspirations, and if she had been given the time, she would have made every last one of them happen. But she didn't get the time. Yet there are some of us that have time in the world, and we won't even push. We won't get off our couch cushion. We want somebody to bring it to us. Thank you, DC, and no. But I appreciate the sentiment, nevertheless. I appreciate it. But we have to look. Do you see how many people are just falling off? I mean, come on. How many people have you seen on the news that done died, done got hurt, that can't do what they thought their purpose was? But you have all of your limbs. You have all of your right mind. You just have procrastination. Procrastination is keeping you from your greatness. Procrastination is keeping you from giving somebody else that push, that drive they need to move to their next level. Procrastination is keeping you from writing that book that's going to be your legacy. It's keeping you from making that product that's going to save a soul. It's keeping you from sitting up there saying that speech that's going to take somebody to their next level and let them realize it, that if you did it, they can do it too. Hello, Essence. We got to stop looking past us. We are procrastinating because it's comfortable for us. We're not thinking about what's on the other side of the situation. If I write this book, right? If I write this book, then somebody is going to read this book. Their life is going to be touched, and then they will, A, be motivated to write one themselves, B, be touched to start moving on their next level, or C, share it with somebody else who needs that. Okay? You are not thinking about the other part of the puzzle. You're just thinking about the you part. That's why procrastination is so easy. Oh, I can do it tomorrow. Nobody really cares. Nobody's worried about it. But they are. But they do. And guess what? The somebody that cares is the somebody you haven't met yet. It's the somebody you haven't touched yet. It's the somebody you haven't spoke to yet. Because they will cross your path when you put that peace, that motivation, that purpose out there into the atmosphere. That's real talk. So when I saw that shirt, and I'm going to show y'all where all this motivation came from. I always wanted to write a book, but wouldn't know where to start. Ask for help. That's all it is. Ask for help, Essence. Great day, Natasha. If you want some help, I got my friend Vanessa Canterbury does books. Simone Walden does books. I can help you. I've wrote some books myself. We can get you the help. We can get you the help. Because I know that there is fire in your belly, Essence, that somebody needs to hear. Ask for the help. That's where it starts. And I am sure that somebody's out there that's just for you to bless you. And that's real talk. Because I know, Essence, you are ready. You are ready. You see that? Hashtag you should be ready by now. I know you're ready, Essence. I know a lot of y'all on this call are ready. And we're just twiddling our thumbs, saying, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. You're asking? All right, that's the first step. Okay, I will connect you with both of those ladies, and you can see which one is the best fit for you, okay? All right, because we're going to make sure that this book comes out for you, Essence. Because I know you have a story to tell, girl. I know you do. See how easy that was? We just have to ask. And we need to know that everything that we are destined to do, we're not destined to do it by ourselves. It is not everything on us. We're supposed to bring it together, but it doesn't mean that we're not supposed to have a team. When I did my event, I was supposed to bring it to fruition. I was supposed to birth it, but it didn't mean I didn't have a team in the background that was helping me. Okay? When Natasha started her Nurtured by Natasha, means she was supposed to birth that thing, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't have some people behind her supporting her. When she started her business and started her boutique, it doesn't mean that she don't have some people that was behind her, helping her to make sure that it became a success. Okay? We need to stop thinking we got to be the chief everything officer. We need to be the chief executive officer. Do you understand? The chief executive officer. We do not have to be the chief everything officer. Greetings, Monakia. How art thou? Yes, I've been seeing you jet setting. And see, this is the thing. We don't have to be everything. As long as we know how to get the right people in place and we have the master plan, the things will come together. As long as we work and we know who and whose we are, then we can get it together. Are you the chief momager? Yes, you are. All right now. I hear you. And your girls are doing amazing. Yes. And see, that's another thing. We got to have our backup, ladies and gentlemen, because I know there are some gentlemen popping in and out here. We got to have our backup. We got to know that our backs are not supposed to hold everything. Okay? Our backs are not supposed to hold everything. And then, so if we have children, we're going to be like Nikki, right? Nikki is training her children in the way that they should go so they never depart. Okay? She's training them up now. So when they are adults, they will have their own mind and their own legacy to build upon. Okay? And they will not be sitting up there leaning on her. You know what I'm saying? You know, because that's... I'm not even going to start on the children route. Let's be... Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm going to go there, but I'm going to go there like this. My mother kept her foot in my behind. She said that I was going to be self-sufficient whether it killed her. And 6 degrees later and all these other things later, I am self-sufficient. I don't need her for nothing besides her love. Okay? But as far as, oh, mama, can you pay my bill? Oh, mama, can you pay my rent? Oh, mama, this and that. That's all that needs to be said with that. I have grown cousins that do that mess. No. No. It is not cute. It's not cute. But now it's a difference when you are going through hard times and you are still putting in your foot to boot, because we already know that most people are getting half a paycheck to live on and all of that. That's one thing. But when you are laying on your couch, knowing you are able-bodied and can do something with yourself, knowing that you got talents and knowing that you got skills, and you saying, oh, I can do that tomorrow? No. No. Knowing that you have a gift that can touch other lives and move them to the next level? No. You should be ready by now. I know that if when Nikki sends her first child to college, her child is going to be self-sufficient. She's got a business. She's got her straight A's. She's got her sports. She's got all these things that puts her and made her well-rounded. She knows how to talk to people. She knows how to articulate, all of these different things. She's likable, all these things. And all these things are going to help her in the long run. She's not going to be sitting up there like Boo Boo the Fool, wondering what's going on because she didn't get catered to and all that kind of stuff. I mean, all of that, right? No, she knows which way to go because she was trained appropriately. She has business meetings with her children. Do you understand? Her children know how to run a business meeting as a teenager. How many adults do not have that skill? How many adults do not have that skill? You should be ready by now. And if you're not ready, get ready. Because all this time that you are getting ready to walk into your purpose, it should be preparation time. Do you understand? You should be preparing for greater. You should be walking like you're already in your greatness. You should be walking like you're already in your purpose. And if there's any holes, you fill them. If there's any breakages, you fix them. If there's any loose ends, you tie them. And so when you are ready, when the opportunity comes, you can walk in it like the champion you are, instead of being walking around in that millie mouth talking about, oh, I don't know if I got this right now. I don't know if I can do this right now. Oh, this may not be my time. Then why was it presented to you if it wasn't? I'm going to let y'all marinate on that. I'm just saying, you should be ready by now. And now, we have different types of personalities, right? Some of us have been the ones that been captive. Oh, do I want to say this? Okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say this, and hopefully ain't no kids listening to me. So, a lot of us grew up as Captain Save-A-Ho, okay? And y'all know what that means. Always bailing somebody out, always being the defender, always being the problem solver, always being the go-to, all of this, right? All of this. So when it's time, okay, but when it's time for you to do something for you, you don't have nothing else to give because you done gave it to this one, that one, and the next one. You don't have nothing to give. So you're asking, oh, how am I going to get this done? Oh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this now? You don't even have enough resources to pull on to help your own self because you always pouring into somebody else. I'm speaking to somebody on this live stream because I am real strong. This moment is real strong in my spirit. But I'm going to go here with this. Now, and I see you, Minister Gooden. I see you, Minister, so I know you with me. Now, when the tables are turned, how many people that you done gave your all to are going to pour back into you? Is the number this many? Is it this many? You know, is it just this one right here? Come through. We need to start realizing that we are just as important as these people we're pouring into. Okay? We say, oh, we do it for our family. We do it for our kids. Don't you think your family wants a strong individual that they can look up to? Don't you think your kids want to see a proud mama or a proud daddy and they want to say, I want to be just like them? Okay? Okay? So you need to give them that same energy that you're pouring into them. You need to pour that back into you. You need to study, you need to watch, you need to fight, you need to pray, okay? And you need to make sure that everything that you are pouring into them, you are pouring into you because you're just as you're worth it. But some of us are walking around here saying that other people are more deserving than us. More people are more deserving to get opportunities than we are. Okay? Since when? Since when? Everybody on this earth was created for a reason. Everybody that was birthed on this earth has a purpose. Okay? My purpose is just as important as your purpose, is just important as Hillary's, it's just important as Essence's. If we don't work our purposes, then the whole is felt. Okay? The whole is felt. So how can we say that somebody else is more important than us? Somebody else needs to get that more than we do. Okay? You deserve your purpose just as much as I do. I deserve mine just as much as you do. We need to see ourselves as powerful beings that we are. Okay? No, this is not a, oh, go get selfish moment. That is not what I'm saying. So, for people to think I'm going there, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying start realizing that you matter. Some people sit up there and let other people treat them like dirt just so that they can be seen in their circle. Not gonna do it. Some people sit up there. That's why you got them people crying on the video talking about, what's his name? R. Kelly. R. Kelly spit on me. He peed on me. He beat on me. You let him do it. You could have went home. But the point was that there was a self-esteem issue. They wanted that fame, that glamour was more important than their self-esteem and self-respect. There's not any money in the world. No. No. That's one of the reasons why I didn't pledge a sorority. But that's another story. That's another lie. But I say this to say, you should be ready by now. And if you're not ready, get ready. If you're not ready, get ready. Because somebody's waiting on your gift. Somebody's waiting on your talent. Somebody's waiting on you that double portion. Somebody's waiting on you to realize how great you are so that they can say, that was me. I was you. And now I'm going to move mine to the next level. I'm ready to reach my next level. I'm ready to claim my greatness because I watched you come from the bottom and now I'm here. Okay? Now you're here and now I'm going to be there. How many of y'all know that y'all have that product, that service, that gift in your head? Y'all got it in your hands, but y'all haven't put it out there yet because of fear. And that's really what it is. Fear manifesting itself in all these different problems. Okay? But guess what? When you're thinking about that fear, when you're thinking about I'm not good enough, when you're thinking about my story is not good enough, when you're thinking about my time is not good enough, when you're thinking about my product is not good enough, when you're thinking about all those I'm not good enoughs, remember the first person that inspired you. And remember that moment that you were inspired and that it changed your life. What if that person hadn't have shown up? Where would you be right now? What if they decided to sit on their couch cushions that day and not show up for you? What if they decided to not do anything that day? Oh, nobody cares about what I have to say today. Nobody needs what I have to say today. Nobody wants what I have to give today. I'm just going to sit on my couch cushions and do nothing. Hey, Nicole, how are you? I'm just going to sit on my couch cushions and do nothing. What would have happened if the person that motivated you to be who you are right now today had have said any of those things and not shown up for you? Where would you be right now? Guess what? That's what you're doing to the person that you are supposed to motivate right now. That's what you're doing. When you don't show up, you're stopping somebody else from showing up. It's a reciprocal effect, boo-boo. It's reciprocal. You can't just keep getting blessed, blessed, blessed and not giving, giving, giving. You got to give sometime. You got to start letting go of some of those old blessings so that you can receive the new ones. So that moment when you got blessed, when you got motivated, when you got inspired, when that fire was burning in your belly, when you got that torch lit, go back to that moment. Remember who that was that made that light for you. And know that you can be that person for somebody else. And you choose not to be. How deep is that? How deep is that, really? How deep is that? Hi, Sherry. Hi, Jessica. How are you doing? How deep is that? Really? But see, when we're in the moment of procrastination, when we're in our woulda, coulda, shoulda stage, we're thinking about us. We're not thinking about the other side of the fence. You know, we only see the front side of the trees. You know, like they say, you can see the forest for the trees, right? We're only seeing the trees. We're not seeing the forest, and we're not seeing what's on the other side of the forest. We're just seeing the trees. We got to get our mental state together, our mindset together, to look past the right now and see into the future and know that it's going to be bright. To believe, because see, that's what faith is. Believing in the things that are not seen. How many times have you walked on faith in your business to make it happen? How many times have you walked out on faith to ask for that promotion? How many times have you walked out on faith to go get that food, to get those clothes, to go get whatever? How many times have you walked on faith? It's no different now. Because when you know who and whose you are, there's no problems. Is this making sense to somebody? Is this making sense to somebody? Because y'all trying to get quiet on me. Now, if it's not making sense to y'all, then I can get off this live stream. Hello, Anthony. How you doing? So the point is, you should be ready by now. You done woulda, you done coulda, you done shoulda. You done mulled over it, you done procrastinated about it, and it's still there. That need for you to be great is still there. You have him-hawed about it. You done bamboozled it. You done flipped it over. You done pushed it out. You done did everything around it. And it's still there. And it's still there. So it's not going away. That most likely means that it's purpose. And it needs to be addressed. Okay, just saying. So, you done tried to give it away. You done tried to push it off. You done tried to blow it off. You done tried to push it into 2029. You done tried to do everything. And it's still here. You wake up every morning thinking about it. You go to sleep thinking about it. It's still here. What you gonna do about it? I look forward to hearing about it in the comments. And when you do all of these things to try to push it away and it's still here, you know what that means? Hashtag, you should be ready by now. There's so many people in the graveyard right now that had dreams and aspirations that had the drive to go get it. And they can't go get nothing because they in the graveyard. You alive, you are kicking, you have your faculties, go get it. It's really no excuse besides hard work. No excuse. And that's what I'm learning this year. Y'all see me on that keto. I got a big number to lose. I got a huge number to lose. But it's not going to stop my flow. Okay? I done tried to push it. I done got complacent. I done did all of that kind of stuff. And all that came back is, you should be ready by now. So what happened? I got my butt some keto and I started losing some weight. I wanted to do an event. I kept thinking about it over and over. I tried to give it to somebody else. I tried to give the idea to somebody. It didn't work. And guess what happened? I should have been ready by now. What happened? I got up and I made it happen. I wanted to write a book. It took 2 years. I hemmed, I hawed, I tried to push it away. I tried to do all this thing. Guess what? I made it happen because it kept showing up. What is meant for you is for you. You can't push it off. You can't give it away. We just have to do it. So if there's a book that you're supposed to birth it. If there's an event you're supposed to do, have it. If there's a program you're supposed to design, do it. If there is a company you're supposed to make it happen. If there's some interviews you've been trying to do, go do them. If there's somebody you need to bless, go do it. If there's somebody you're supposed to forgive, go do it. If it stays on your mind when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night, make it happen. Because it's going to stay there because it's purpose. It's destined. It's for you. And what is that saying every time it wakes up? Every time you go to sleep? You should be ready by now. Stop procrastinating. And I'm talking to myself as well. I'm talking to myself as well. Unusual favor was waiting on you. Yes. Yes. All right, I see you, Mama Joan. The Move brunch is happening. That's what I'm talking about. Essence, I see that. I feel that book happening. Patricia, if you still in here, I feel that book happening. I feel events happening. I feel books happening. I feel, oh my goodness, I feel programs happening. I feel podcasts happening. I feel just everything your little heart desires. I feel it happening. But we just got to get past our own selves and our mindset. And we got to make it happen. So, Nikki, I'm looking for a date. Essence, I'm getting ready to make that connection for you. Hillary, what do you need? Who else is in here? If y'all need something, put it in there. What is it that y'all getting ready to work on? Put it in there. Put it in there. We're going to make it happen. All right? So, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Don't end your life. Don't let your legacy be a whole bunch of open doors. Okay? Y'all, I think the best reference for this would be, y'all know that song by, Diana Ross, Do You Know Where You're Going To? It's off the Mahogany soundtrack, right? Woo! Do you get what you're hoping for when you look behind you, there's no open doors? What are you hoping for, and do you know? Do you understand how deep that is? Do you see how deep that is? Come through. I see the date. Girl, she dropped a Bitly in there and everything. I'm going to work with you about customizing that Bitly, though. But, yes, that Bitly is fabulous. We're going to customize that thing. You need to hear this? All right, Essence. That's what I'm talking about. I see that first book happening. I see Hillary said that first book is happening. Come on through, y'all. Come through. I'm gonna have to go over there and check those tickets out over there at that Bitly link. Yes. Yes. Do you know? That's a question. How many of y'all wake up in the morning and say, do I know what I want to do with me? Do I know? Is everything that my day revolve around have to do with somebody else? Do I do anything just for me? Just to make me happy? Just to accelerate myself? To enrich myself? To encourage myself? Do I do anything in the day that has nothing to do with anybody else? If the answer is no, Houston, we got a problem. There's a problem. A big old problem. But I don't need y'all to meditate on that thing. When y'all wake up on the schedule, y'all need to start scheduling some self-time. Self-care is very important. That's why a lot of people leave this earth early. Because they bent out, stressed out. Yeah, that's right, Hillary. The funny thing is we do know. Yeah, knowing is half the battle, though. Honey, that's G.I. Joe. Knowing is half the battle, right? Girl, I'm showing how old I am. G.I. Joe, right? So he said, knowing is half the battle. Okay, well, the second party is actually doing it. I know all day long, right? But then now I got to put some skin in the game, put some action in that thing, right? So now that I know, now I got to put some action in it. Now I got to grow with this. Now I got to make it happen. Now it's got to come to fruition. You know, I got a lot of dreams in my head that should be products and services, events, what have you. Your word for the year is expansion. Mine is exploration. So we right here. We in that area. Although I'm coming from a place of yes this year. And coming from a place of yes is to explore everything that comes into your area. Some of the things will work and some of the things won't. But at least they won't be dreams anymore. There'll be actual action steps taken. And do you know, even if you fail, the fact that you actually put it out there? Yes, my time is now. Girl, you already know. My time is now. I love that. So, I'm just saying, that's a lesson that I learned from watching a beautiful person leave this earth too soon, who had dreams and aspirations, who actually went at it, had every obstacle known to man, and still kept pushing. And who am I not to push and do when I still have breath in my body, knowing that right now they will probably be thankful for one more breath. That's deep. I needed this to happen. I needed this to be thrown in my face. Yes, it's our turn now. I love that. Hi, Kim. How are you? You know, I needed this thrown in my face. I needed to see somebody who was fighting for life every day and lost their life. But lost their life fighting. And, you know, I'm not doing that same type of fighting. She would give anything to have another chance to come on this earth. And can't. You know, and can't. While there's times when I've squandered my opportunity being here. You know? So her theme was, you should be ready by now. Oh, I'm ready. I am ready. And I needed that lesson. I needed that lesson. And I know a lot of other people did too. And that's why I wanted to share this today. A lot of other people needed that lesson. So I'm going to get off. And those who came in the middle, near the end, catch the replay. I think you'll be touched. And this was a tribute to my mentee, Mika Nicole, who recently left us. And a wonderful, talented individual, dedicated to her craft and to her people. Gave her shirt right off her back at any time. And I am encouraged by her saying, you should be ready by now. So until next time, my friends, bye.